you brave enough for this journey? So let's get started.
Auschwitz is the place where humanity died. Auschwitz camp, where the Nazis carried out various tortures and massacres, also witnessed the experiments carried out by a perverted doctor on a family of dwarves. But whatever happened, this family managed to survive the hell. Adolf Hitler, one of the most powerful and cruel leaders of the 20th century, who caused the death of millions of people and turned the lives of hundreds of thousands of people into a nightmare, tried all kinds of torture and killing methods as he was trying to create the German Aryan race. There were many people who suffered this torture. Among those subjected to this is Ovitz, a group of dwarves. The Nazis, led by Adolf Hitler, developed a project to exterminate innocent people to create a pure Aryan race. T4 Operation Project. He aimed to kill people with mental disabilities, birth defects, and special needs. Between 1939 and 1945, at least 300,000 innocent people lost their lives in the T4 operation by being set on fire and euthanized by drugging in the death camps. Before the Second World War, the Ovitz, a family of Jewish dwarfs who worked in the entertainment field in Romania, performed many dance performances that attracted the attention of the public. The Ovitz family traveled to many locations in Hungary, Czechoslovakia, and Romania, and gained great fame thanks to their unique dance performances. However, with the passage of some anti-Semitic laws in Romania, the dance performances of the Ovitz family were prevented. Family members were forced to hide their Jewish roots in the hope of avoiding these newly imposed laws. Of the 12 members of the Ovitz family, 7 were dwarfs. On May 12, 1944, Nazi soldiers forcibly took all members of the family to the Auschwitz extermination camp in Poland. He killed many members of the family. As the days passed, staying in the Auschwitz extermination camp turned into a terrible nightmare for the dwarfs. Nazi soldiers wanted to kill the dwarfs by putting them in gas chambers. However, Nazi Dr. Joseph Mengele, known as the Angel of Death, intervened in this situation by saying that he wanted to conduct medical research on dwarfism. Dr. Mengele showed great interest in people who had different physical characteristics than others. Trying to understand the genetic nature of dwarfism, Mengele became more curious about this disease when he learned that the Ovitz family consisted of both dwarfs and individuals of normal height. Dr. Mengele provided the dwarves with plenty of food compared to other prisoners during their time in the camp. The Angel of Death provided adequate protection to the dwarves. He even prevented himself from having his hair shaved. With the dwarfs brought to the camp after the Ovitz family, the number of dwarfs in the Auschwitz camp reached 22. Meanwhile, the Nazis gave Dr. Mengele the green light to conduct all kinds of experiments during his time in the camp. Mengele did not miss this opportunity, and this is how the dwarf massacre began. In Mengele's terrible laboratory, terrible experiments were carried out to solve the genetic structure of dwarfism, and the teeth and bones of dwarfs were removed. In addition, he was helped by doctors who specialized in gynecology to examine dwarf women. According to those who witnessed what happened, the Nazi doctor drew blood every day from the youngest dwarf, Szymon Ovitz, who was only 18 months old, and left him on the verge of death. One of the horrific practices implemented by the Nazis was the killing or cooking of dwarves so that their bones could be exhibited in German museums. Nazi Dr. Mengele did not hesitate to perform all kinds of brutal experiments to achieve his goal. On January 27, 1945, Soviet soldiers found the Ovitz family along with approximately 7,000 prisoners in the Auschwitz camp, which witnessed the death of more than 1 million people between 1940 and 1945. All members of the Ovitz family, who experienced unimaginable torture, were saved from death, perhaps thanks to Mengele's passion for experimentation. Subscribe for the terrible events of World War II, and don't forget to turn on your notifications.